this is going to be sort of like it's not satire. I think it's going to be sort of... It's not a mockumentary, we said, because we're serious about this. And it's not a documentary because it's entirely staged. So I think it's sort of like an homage to Renee. We're really just trying to capture like the essence of... Well, I don't really want to give too much away, so...
Pourtant s'il est une samba, sans tristesse, c'est un vin qui ne donne pas l'ivresse.
Greer! Greer! No, I don't want to talk. Start running. Greer! So we're obviously at the library because we would like to pay homage to À toute la mémoire de l'homme by Alan Rene, 1957 short documentary. Exactly. How did that film impact your perception of the documentary subject? I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. At the end of the day, I think documentary film is not really all that different from like your classic fictional film or adapted screenplay, because we're all just taking stories from other people's lives and sort of juxtaposing them with our own worldview. And so really at the end of it, we're all sort of living in our own fictional documentary because no one sees things from the same perspective. The attempt to film a documentary that's really just following us in a day in our life is so contrived that it becomes a fiction of who we are as real people. Does that make sense? Jean Rouge, you know, a foundational member of early French documentary cinema, definitely imparted a lot onto me, you know, and I look at him with a critical eye most definitely, but I think his work in itself allowed us to question and confront and complicate the documentary form. I think of him here due to this kind of French structural presence, obviously referencing his film Petit à Petit. There's a lot that can be said in the historic importance of this French structure in a New York City as we're standing here making a documentary, speaking to the documentary form. I think that in itself is what's powerful. That's what we're looking for. These kind of geographic parallels that tie together our cinematic history. We're making a motherfucking movie! Hey. Well, I'm just like, I'm pretty stressed out right now. Like, because one of my roommates, like funnily enough, started seeing this guy that I was into, but I myself had never met him. And yet, somehow I felt like I had a right to him anyway, which I know you guys say is crazy. Sardines, happy hour. So once there was this fish, it was a sardine, and it was swimming in the ocean, and it would pass by this other sardine like every single day because they work together, and every time when the first sardine was like, hey, and the other would ignore blatantly. Funny story, I pissed myself. Funny story, I actually peed myself last weekend.
Un vin qui ne donne pas l'ivresse, non ce n'est pas la samba que je veux. Faire une samba sans tristesse, c'est aimer une femme qui ne serait que belle.
What, dude? It's not a big deal. How long you guys been dating? Okay, but what was it? It wasn't a big deal. You
I don't know what's going on here, but it seems like something's brewing.
Moi qui suis peut-être le Français le plus brésilien de France, j'aimerais vous parler de mon amour de la samba, comme un amoureux qui n'osant pas parler à celle qu'il aime, en parlerait à tous ceux qu'il rencontre. J'en connais que la chanson incommode, d'autres pour qui ce n'est rien qu'une mode, d'autres qui en profitent sans l'aimer.